Ready.
Hindi pa po.
So you're still a...
Yes,
Okay.
active pa po sa
Active,
service.
okay.
Pure faculty po.
Okay, so you're a member of the faculty in
Yes
the Del Carmen campus.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. So,
Partner, can I just say something? Alam nyo, I think one of the reasons why our educational system in this country is very low. Di ba? I mean, you allow unqualified people to become president of the university. Di ba? Dr. Sunico, you realize that our educational system in this country is so low? Am I right? That even our own students cannot even speak good English? Oh. Diba? I mean, see, the Filipino family, for example, the kind of legacy that they would like to have their children is to put a diploma on the wall. Am I right? So why do have, you see, during my time when I was in high school, and I went to public schools, okay? I went to elementary, high school, in the public schools in Manila. All right? And during my time, when I was in the public schools are very good. My school is number 1 in the whole Philippines. But today, partner, makikita mo na the kind of educational system we have in this country is so low. Why? Because we are allowing unqualified people to become president, unqualified professors to become professors, unqualified teachers to become teachers. It's better for them to run for the Senate. Because in the Senate, we have unqualified senators. I'm not referring to anybody, but the thing is this, you are professionals. Am I right? You are not politicians. You are professionals. And therefore, you should be respected as professionals. Di ba? So, yun lang ang gusto kong i-manifest dito. The thing is, alam ko naman Commissioner Agrupis, di ba? We would like that our education system in this country becomes better. But how can this become better if a university president can become president that is unqualified? Go ahead, partner.
thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Sunico.
Mr. Chair, I would like to manifest that is just mere allegations po. I have no personal knowledge po on that particular matter po.
Sige, we'll take note of your denial. But we will follow what the evidence will tell us. Tapos ka na, Mr. Isagani?
Yes po.
Ay, sorry pala. Ma'am, Mrs. Ruwaya, tapos ka na?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to ask Mr. Remuel Coles to share with us some information that he knows about the issue that we are discussing, Mr. Chair. Mr. Coles.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and the honorable body. That time, I was only asked by Dr. Buenaflor. I am a faculty member of Del Carmen campus and currently the association president, faculty association president. I was asked that time by Dr. Buenaflor if these students were under me in a particular subject, just to confirm. So I confirmed that the listed names were my students in communication arts too. So that was only the time when Dr. Buenaflor asked me about the names of students if they were under me. So when I checked the class record, yes, I verified that those students are under my class in communication arts too. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So thank you, Mr. Coles. So ang ibig pong sabihin nito, ay napapatunayan natin na itong mga nag-evaluate, which is a prerequisite doon sa application ni Mr. Gamboa to become a Professor 3 sa Surigao State University, ay fabricated. Kasi sinertify ho ng dating estudyante na nakasama dito sa evaluation, sinertify din ni Mr. Coles na indeed these people who have submitted their evaluation on Mr. Gamboa's credentials were his students.
Congressman Hayes, I would like to recognize our Senior Deputy Speaker, Don Gonzales, with us today. Thank you. And also, the Vice Chair of this committee with us is Congressman Romy Ako. Go ahead.
Thank you. So thank you. So obviously, meron hong pagsisinungaling dito sa committee ito. And the committee will not take it sitting down. So si Mr. Sunico denying vehemently that he is not involved in the evaluation of Dr. Gamboa. But lahat po ito ay nasa campus ng Del Carmen. At sinabi ng Mr. Argana ay wala siyang kinalaman. Pero ang sinasabi ni Dr. Sunico, during that time, when these evaluations were made, ang head ng QCE ay si Dr. Argana. So, there seems to be someone who is telling a lie before this committee. And as a practice, for those who are caught lying in this committee, you will enjoy the detention facility of the House of Representatives if, again, we catch you lying. Diba? Malinaw po yan sa aming rules.
They
Ayun.
will have time, partner, to talk with Tony Lopez.
Oh, sorry. I did not get that for a while, Mr. Chair. So, again, isa pa hong pwede nating tanungin ay itong si Dr. Elvis Patulin. Is he around? Dr. Patulin, may we ask you for some information tungkol po dito sa pinag-uusapan natin ngayon on the evaluation and the credentials of the former president of the SNSU.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. As to my participation in the evaluation of QCE, I was only consolidating the findings or the results of the QCE from different campuses, including the result from Del Carmen.
So, you're telling us that the QCE and the evaluation made by students were not students from Cebu, but rather students of Surigao del Norte in the Del Carmen campus.
As far as the folders of Dr. Gamboa, the students were really coming from Del Carmen campus.
So obviously, Mr. Chair, based on what we heard from our witnesses dito, nakita natin na nabudol pala ang Surigao del Norte State University nitong nagpanggap na presidente na unfortunately was able to head this school for 8 years without the necessary qualifications and competence. And who is to blame? Diba? Who is to blame here? So, Mr. Chair, isa pa hong pwede nating tanungin, ito naman ho ay napakahalaga na information. Si Dr. Alicia Benaflor, she has an information, Mr. Chair, na siya po ay pinapipirma ng isang requisition form that the school will purchase an equipment worth 60 million pesos. Pero hindi po natuloy ito dahil hindi ho pinirmahan ni Dr. Benaflor. Can we be educated and be informed as to the circumstances surrounding that issue, ma'am?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to the other investigator, the team of investigators. During the time when Dr. Gamboa designated me as Dean of the College of Technology, one of his clerks sent a folder as thick as this folder that he immediately let me sign the documents. So I question, what is that? Then said, Ma'am, you have to sign this because Dr. Gamboa will leave at 12 o'clock this after lunch for Manila. No, I will not sign that because I have not seen it yet. So I told him to just leave the folder and be back after 30 minutes. So when I saw some of the pages, I was shocked because it was millions. Now for me, millions of machineries, which I do not know, and I have not seen even one of the machines that was listed in that folder. So I told the clerk, no, I will not sign this one because I have to consult first my program chairs. Because in the College of Technology, I manned 8 courses. So these 8 courses composed of refrigeration and air conditioning, the mechanical technology, then the automotive technology, the welding technology, welding and fabrication technology, then the architectural drafting, HRM, the hotel and restaurant management. What is that? The electricity technology, electrical technology, and electronics technology. There are 8. And then having the dean, having these 8 technology courses, I only have one job order secretary. So I told him, I have to call all the chairs, the program chairs, before I will sign that. Then when I called my husband, I said, please help me check this one before I sign. And then when he told me, do not sign that one because you are going to check first the program chairs if they having that requisition, because in my program, the program of activities for the whole year, there is no even one list of machineries that is needed in each course. So after 35 minutes, I think, after 35 minutes, the clerk came back and then get the folder. And then that time, it started that Dr. Gamboa is very different, is very indifferent because I did not sign the said documents or requisition
Ms.
of.
Menepe, you still have words, no? What is the profession of Dr. Gamboa?
The profession of Dr. Gamboa.
Yes.
Dr. Gamboa, as I knew about him, he is, before he is at the CTU, he connected at CTU. He is in marine engineering course, connected in the marine. That was the knowledge.
He is
I
a
have.
marine engineer.
He is not a marine engineer, I think. He
But
is not
you
marine
o- you-
engineer.
He only took a marine course.
Yeah.
What
Yes,
is his
sir. Yes,
doctorate
Your Honor.
degree? What is his doctorate degree? He is a doctor, see? Dr. Gamboa ang pangalan niya.
Dr.
So,
Gamboa, Dr. Gamboa, according to them, is Doctor of Education. He is a Doctor of Education.
Doctor of Education.
Yes, sir.
Are you done, Mrs. Benaflor?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Sige, thank you. So clearly, Mr. Chair, the honorable members of this committee, klarong-klaro yung dishonesty nitong naging presidente nitong university na ito. In fact, to add insult to injury, Mr. Chair, in the last hearing, I wrote a letter to Cebu Technological University. Here's my letter. Asking, because one of those documents that he submitted to ascertain his competence and compliance with the requirements under the law of him being the president, the Professor 5, then eventually becoming the president of the university, is merong mga estudyante na nag-evaluate sa kanya from his previous employment, no, yung Cebu Technological University. And the names that appeared in the evaluation form, the names of Mr. Cesar Gomez, Pierce, no? Pierce niya from CTU, Cesar Gomez, Robert Padua, and Ray Rojas, no? Apparently, in that evaluation, with flying colors na naman ito si Mr. Gamboa. And in this evaluation, Mr. Chair, honorable colleagues, humingi ako ng kopya sa CTU, Cebu Technological University. Tinanong ko kung sino itong mga peers niya. And CTU certified that among the three names, yung Cesar Gomez, Robert Padua, at saka si Mr. Ray Rojas, ang sinicertify lang ng CTU ay si Mr. Padua, si Mr. Gomez at si Mr. Rojas. There is no Robert Padua that apparently evaluated Dr. Gamboa, submitted it to the university in compliance with the requirement. So again, very clear, meron pong dishonesty, Mr. Chair. Now, nabudol ang Surigao del Norte dyan. Ilang taon. And there are members of the board who were complicit. If not, ewan ko kung nabudol din ito, or they were just quiet. They did not act on this issue. They did not even question the competence of this president. Mr. Chair, pera ng taong bayan ang ginamit dito. Winaldas nitong opisyal na ito. And there are several officers of this university who were complicit with this anomaly.
How many board members do we have here of the SNU? How many? How many board members are present here in the SNESU? Commissioner, how many?
Mr. Chair, we are only 2 here present.
How many board members should be in the SNSU?
May I ask the board secretary, Mr. Chair? Yeah, including the House and Senate representatives, we are supposed to be 12. Mr.
12.
Chair. Yes po.
So therefore, not including the House and the Senate, you have 10, correct? Including the Commissioner of the JET.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And only 2 among the board members of the university are present there today.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Comsec, we would like to invite the rest of the committee members to be present in the next hearing.
Noted, Your Honor.
And also, a partner, I was reading the letter of Mr. Gamboa. Instead of giving us an official letter signed by him, he only emailed us. Di ba? Oo, nakalagay dito, this is to inform the Honorable Chair and members that I am currently confined at the Visayas Med for medical treatment. For this reason, I cannot attend the said congressional inquiry. Baka typographical error lang ito. Mali pa yung English. And send my regret and sincere apology to the Honorable Committee Chair. Now, sending an email to me is improper because there should be an official letter signed by him if he cannot attend. Now, there is a attachment here as a medical certification from the Visayas Med admitting diagnosis, no? I would like to order our COMSEC to give Mr. Gamboa a show cause order for him to appear. And indeed, if he is confined, that we should perhaps call Visayas Med. Is this a private hospital? Where is this located? The Visayas Med. Alam niyo ba kung saan located po ito?
Cebu.
Cebu ba ito? In Cebu? Okay.
No, I'm sure he's watching now, Mr. Chair.
He's watching now. He's watching now. We are ordering you a show cause order to come here. If you do not come here and be present, now if you are confined, then of course we understand that, di ba? But if you're not, if you're lying to us, then show cause order is imminent. And if you will not appear again after this show cause order, that we shall be constrained to issue a contempt order to you. My fellow colleagues here. So I'd like to order the COMSEC to give him a show cause order. There's a motion.
I second.
Second. Okay, motion seconded. Hereby approved.